This man is 70 years old in a few months, but the people who see him can't believe it. His name is Antonio Nunes, and he can give odds to any young guy. His physical form and energy are amazing, but the most interesting thing is that anyone can achieve this. Today, you will find out what secrets and principles he manages to stay so young and energetic. Watch this video to the end. It will be very interesting and useful. So let's get started. One of Antonio's main habits is constant physical training. He is actively involved in sports and does not do it for the sake of photos or random records. For him, movement has become a natural part of life. Modern research increasingly shows that physical activity affects almost all body systems simultaneously. During training, muscles become a kind of biochemical laboratory. They secrete special substances that reduce chronic inflammation, improve the functioning of the immune system, and help the brain maintain high activity even with age. It is especially interesting that muscles are not just a mechanism for movement. Today, scientists consider them as a full-fledged endocrine organ. During contractions, they release myokines, which have a positive effect on the heart, blood vessels, liver, and even the nervous system. That is why regular exercise can slow down many processes that are traditionally associated with aging. There is another effect that is talked about much less often. After strength training, the body begins to actively repair damaged tissues. Every time the muscles receive a moderate load, the body starts the renewal processes. We can say that it receives a signal. This person continues to live actively, which means that resources should be directed not to gradual extinction, but to maintaining high efficiency. Many people have noticed that people who exercise regularly not only look younger, but also move in a completely different way. Their gait remains confident, their posture is straight, and their movements become light and precise. And it's not just about strong muscles. Physical activity helps maintain bone density, supports joint health, and improves coordination. All this reduces the risk of falls and injuries, which often become the beginning of a serious deterioration in health in old age. But one of Antonio's most striking features is his love of running. He regularly participates in mass races, and for him, this is not a one-time event, but a way of life. Many people perceive running solely as a way to burn calories, but its impact is much deeper. During a long run, the heart begins to work more efficiently. It pumps more blood in one contraction, which means the body needs less effort to supply oxygen to the tissues. The condition of blood vessels gradually improves, blood pressure normalizes, and cells receive more nutrients. It is good blood circulation that plays a huge role in keeping the skin, brain, and internal organs young. Another interesting effect is associated with mitochondria. These are tiny structures inside cells that can be called the energy stations of the body. With age, their effectiveness gradually decreases, which is why a person begins to get tired faster. Regular running stimulates the formation of new mitochondria and improves the functioning of existing ones. As a result, there is more energy, the feeling of constant fatigue decreases, and the body begins to cope better with daily exertion. Equally important is the effect of running on the brain. During aerobic exercise, the production of substances that stimulate the formation of new nerve connections increases. This improves memory, the ability to concentrate and make decisions faster. Some scientists even call physical activity one of the most effective natural strategies for preventing age-related cognitive decline. At the same time, Antonio participates in mass races, and this adds another important element that many underestimate. Every start becomes a goal for which you want to continue training. When there is a specific competition date ahead, it is much easier to maintain discipline. The body likes regularity, not short-term bursts of enthusiasm. It is consistency that brings real results. In addition, participation in such events turns sports into a source of positive emotions. It is an atmosphere of support, communication, and joint achievements. Instead of perceiving physical activity as a duty, a person begins to enjoy the process itself. And pleasure is a powerful factor in the formation of sustainable, healthy habits. Another important part of Antonio's life is his profession. He is a sports coach and helps other people become stronger and healthier. At first glance, it seems like it's just a job, but if you look deeper, it becomes clear that such activities themselves contribute to the preservation of youth. Firstly, the coach remains physically active all the time. He shows exercises, controls techniques, and moves with the students. Unlike people who spend most of the day sitting, his body almost constantly receives a natural motor load. Secondly, the work of a coach requires constant communication, and high-quality social connections are one of the most underestimated factors of longevity. When a person regularly interacts with other people, discusses goals, supports them, and enjoys the success of his students, the brain remains active. Such communication helps to reduce the level of chronic stress and reduces the feeling of loneliness, which is now considered one of the risk factors for premature aging. There is also a psychological aspect. People who feel that their knowledge and experience benefit others are more likely to maintain a high level of motivation and interest in life. When a person wakes up every morning with the understanding that today he will help someone to become stronger, healthier, or more confident, it creates a sense of meaning. And research shows that having a life goal is associated with a lower risk of many age-related diseases and a longer life expectancy. It is also interesting that the profession of a coach makes you constantly learn. The world of sports is developing very fast. New research is emerging, and approaches to training, recovery, and injury prevention are changing. Continuous learning becomes a kind of training for the brain, which continues to create new neural connections even in old age. The most amazing thing is that youth rarely comes from one right decision. Much more often, it becomes a side effect of thousands of small actions that a person repeats over and over again. Antonio Nunes will turn 70 in a few months, but his example reminds us of a simple thought. Age is inevitable, but the rate at which the body loses strength largely depends on what signals we send it every day. Friends, what do you think about this man? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with someone who might find it particularly useful. We also recommend that you watch this video that is currently appearing on your screen.